Hi guys. So today is October 27th, 2025. Just wanted to do a little check-in. Um, I haven't made one of these videos in a long time. Um, it basically marks a year and a half of being in the hospital. And I have done, honestly, in this year and a half, basically most of the whole year was great, like considering. Um, I had some ups and downs with my anxiety and a few bouts of short depression episodes, and quite a few anxiety episodes as well. But yeah, I was working. I've been working full time for about a year and a half, and been driving still, and you know, doing all of the stuff that I'm supposed to be doing for my mental health. But I could work on better routine, more exercise, eating better. Um, because during this whole year and a half, I haven't really been following anything strict like I used to back when I did well. But I can't knock myself because I have been doing very well considering. I still relatively go to the bed at the same time, wake up at the same time every day, have somewhat of a routine by working, coming home, making food, um, you know, writing in my journal before bed, which I've been doing ever since I could remember writing in a journal. I always say that journaling helps so much. Writing down your moods, how you're feeling, what you do in a day, accomplishments, goals you want to accomplish, positive affirmations. I try to do that every night before bed, and then set myself up for the next day. And then when I go in at night for my journal, I can check off, and it's so rewarding seeing everything I've accomplished in the day. Um, and yeah, set goals for the month, the week. Small goals like making the bed, brushing the teeth, going on a small walk, like small goals. But yeah, the past couple months though have been terrible. I have been on, well, first of all, I've been taking medication for bipolar because I got diagnosed with bipolar back in 2015, so about a decade. I've been taking all different meds throughout the years, but I've been taking the same meds all this time that have been helping. And those have been my go-to ones that help with my bipolar. Plus, I have some as needed anxiety medication for when I have like my anxiety. But recently, and I know I need to get more. I need to talk to my doctor more, and I'm going for more appointments at the end of the month to get everything figured out. But basically, I know it's I might have something to do with hormones, and it's always been a lot of hormone related issues too, like premenstrual dysphoric disorder, PMDD. That's very common nowadays, and it goes kind of hand in hand with bipolar because you can get the mania, the depression, and all that stuff. Same with bipolar, so that's why I think I have both or one or the other. Most likely both. My luck, but yeah. So the past, I was also taking birth control for on and off for years, and I think that was what was helping with everything, which seems like it's not, it doesn't help with things because it's not good to be on that for a long period of time. But I think being on the birth control pill helped with all of my PMS related stuff like that. And yeah, so I decided personally that I want to get off in August. So this August I got off, and then week after that I was fine, felt great. And then fast forward to September 1st, when I found out that I got a new place. I got my first ever apartment, living on my own, which I'm currently in right now, my first month of being in my own place. So a huge accomplishment for me also, which I've been dreaming about for a while, living on my own. I'm turning 30 this year, so it was a big goal for me to find a place. But yeah, so fast forward to September 1st, I was in full-blown depression all month of September. I almost said no to this place, almost backed out and couldn't do it. I couldn't get out of bed. Just very, very depressed, anxious. Couldn't really get myself to do anything but sleep and work. I took a couple days off, and I only had relief the last couple weeks of the month of September when I got my period, and it only lasted about a couple weeks. I had this very good euphoric hypomania right when I started feeling good. And hypomania can be bad in bipolar because as soon as you don't get your sleep, it could be turning into mania. And mania is not what I want, because all the times I've had mania, I've ended up in the hospital. I haven't been able to deal with my mania properly, because all the 20-ish times that I've been to the hospital, it's gone to a point where it's built it up too much that nothing can help me at that point. And that's why I get to a point I have to go to the hospital. But now I'm learning every day, and I'm finally learning that when I had that bit of euphoric, like hypomania, I'm so aware of it now that I'm let everybody know in my family, my mom, my amazing supportive boyfriend. When it happened that day and I got triggered, I was able to take my lorazepam, my as-needed anxiety med. I was able to have a hot shower, go to bed, take my as-needed sleeping meds to get a good night of sleep, and was able to increase my meds, which is usually done. My doctor is okay with that. If I get into a manic state, I can up my medication, because I'm on a low dose right now, not even the therapeutic amount, so I can up my dose of my bipolar meds. And then I was good for the rest of September, and then I ended up having to move to this new place. So of course, end of my cycle, starting of the month. So of course, October 1st, what happens? Move into my first place, and second day waking up, I had to call in sick. I was in bed all day. Whole month of October gone, just depressed. Had to get my mom to drive me to and from work every single day. I'm so spacey, so out of it. I also suffer with depersonalization, derealization, where you feel like you're not yourself and you're out of body constantly, and it's very scary. But I could not drive to work. I took a couple days off, but I still pushed myself to go to work, and because you have to push yourself. The hardest thing, and when you're not wanting to do anything, you're suicidal, you can't do anything, but you want to just sleep and do nothing. And no matter how many times people say you got to get up, do this, you just don't want to. But you have to push and fight and keep going, because sure enough, yes, I lost the whole month, but the weekend that just passed, 24th, 25th, 26th, my boyfriend, came down. We had a relaxing weekend. I felt better. I went out on a drive. I felt like myself, not fully there, but I was able to feel like myself. And then what happened? I got like today is when I actually had the best morning. I didn't sleep the best, but I got up at a good time and did everything routine that I want to start doing again now that I'm feeling good. Drove to work, so I'm on the mend. But I forgot to mention, I did have 2 extra birth control pill packs left from getting off, and being like this all October, I thought it was going to just continue on into the new year. I was at the lowest point. I didn't think I was going to get out of this, and I decided to go back on the pill. I know it's not the smartest thing to do, getting off without talking to the doctor and then getting back on without talking to the doctor, but earliest appointments at the end of the month, I had to do what I had to do. Sure enough, I've now been taking the birth control now for 2 weeks now, and it happens to be now that I'm starting to it's like I have a period, but not really, but I'm feeling that way. So today I felt like the hypomanic, but it wasn't a full-blown hypomania because I just let my mom know, and I told her, because she knows everything, and she's my angel. She's helped me so much, and she's knows more about this than I do. So I just tell her, what's going on, and she's able to tell me what I should do. So I took an anxiety med at work today and got calmed myself, and she looked online on the Mayo Clinic, and it said that for hypomania you can use the anxiety med for that. And all these years I could have avoided hospitalizations if I took that right away when I was having anxiety and not sleeping, and sleeping pills and upping my meds. And it's just such a learning curve. Like, over the years I've learned so much. My mom has me researched everything. So it's a long video that I'm making today. I did want to start making these again because I go back to these videos and I see how much I have grown, I've accomplished. I just watched my old one from 2020, I think, like 5 years ago, with my short curly hair, being out of the hospital for a year. But then I've had multiple after that. So it was crazy to hear myself and watch that video in full. It was like a 20-something video on my Instagram. And it's just, I have had a really good day. I'm looking forward to the rest of the month, the rest of November, December, have a good rest of the year. Hopefully I don't have to go into big bouts of depression like that again. Or if I do, I know best how to push through, manage it, and get the help, get the proper help, ask questions, advocate for myself at the doctor's office, and not just take anything that they give me. I want to know what's going in my body. I know what's helping me right now. I don't want to screw up anything. I want to stay how I am right now, taking it day by day. I'm just so blessed and grateful that I have such an amazing support system. I say this all the time. My mom, my boyfriend, my family, my friends, the people I've met just over the years, the people that not close with, but people that reach out to me, the people I don't see all the time that see my posts when I'm not doing well and reach out to my family, or they reach out to me, and just, it means the world. And I don't get back to some people because I'm either busy or I see everyone's message. And I just want to say, if you're seeing this today and watch this video in full, I'm on the mend, and thank you so much for everyone who has always been there for me through all of this. If you're my friend, my acquaintance, someone that's watching this that doesn't know me, but I just wanted to say thank you. I'm always here. My door's always opened. You can always message me, call me. Like, I'm always here to listen. I don't want anyone to ever experience what I have been through. No one should feel alone. No one should feel like they have nobody to talk to. It does get better. I promise. I don't want to have to hear about any negative stories anymore of people ending their lives over mental illness, because it just breaks my heart. I wish I could help every single person, and I want to get my story across. I want to get my story out to the world. I want to help as many people as I can, and no one should have to deal with mental illness. I wish, if I looked at my old video, and this is what I say all the time: if a genie granted me 3 wishes, one of them would be to, I wish mental health didn't exist and everyone would have, no issues. And I wish I could make my own hospital system for mental health and just help people with this. If, one of my wishes didn't come true, but I would just make a whole hospital system of helping as many people and having an actual good system, because the system is so messed up. Like, do not go to that hospital if you are experiencing anything, because you go in there coming out worse, or just don't go in that place because it's not helpful. It was never helpful for me. I got abused, beaten, like just been in the worst places in that hellhole. And I hope that I never ever have to go back there ever again. And I know with my support that I have now and continue to have, I don't think I'll ever go there again. And with the knowledge I have now and from just growing up and learning every day, I don't think I'll ever have to go back to that place ever again. So yeah, 15 minutes of just check in, and I don't know if anyone's gonna watch this in full. I will watch this again in full many times when I'm in a bad mood to try to get me out of this. But if you stay to watch this whole video, I love you. Thank you so much for being there for me. I try to be there for everybody, and sometimes it wears me out trying to check in with everybody, but I'm good. I just wanted to say thank you, and it gets better. And if you're going through anything right now, struggling, I know times are tough right now. The world is crazy. I don't want to even turn on the TV half the time, but just know you're not alone. It gets better, and I love you, and thanks for watching. Bye.